It's time for a tune-up. Premier Heating and Air is offering summer tune-up specials for only $109. Need a new AC unit? Payments start as low as $89 a month. Less than perfect credit? No problem. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
All right, boys, if you want to go to college, you have to clear out another one of these.
What if we told you there was a better way to save for your kids' college than pickle jars? Morris Bank's Savings Builder account and Moolah makes saving for your kids' college easier than ever. All you have to do is connect the account to your debit card, where it automatically rounds up your purchases to the nearest dollar, depositing that spare change into a Moolah account where it will grow into a nice little nest egg for whatever your kids have their sights set on.
Looking for a career that's always in demand? How about one that provides you with practical and useful skills? A career that allows you to earn hands-on experience and an education with little to no debt? Oconee Fall Line Technical College prepares students with the right set of skills to succeed in fast-growing careers in healthcare, manufacturing, business, and technology fields. If you're ready to gain the experience you need to start your career locally, OFTC is where it all begins. Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Careers begin here.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me my dear friend Christina Colter, and you know where I'm at, and you may not know where I'm at. I'm at ABC Women's Clinic, but we're in the new addition.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, this is incredible, isn't it?
Amazing.
You got to be proud of it.
Oh my goodness, and I just love the opportunity to show it off. To anybody who comes by here, if they have a minute, I will snag them and bring them through and show them what God has done, because it's incredible.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that a little more later, because we've got our annual fundraiser, dinner, get together, whatever it is, all of the above, really.
Yep.
But we're going to talk about that a little later. It's coming up in October, but your church can get involved in that, and you can help underwrite this project. So that night, all the money can go to ABC Women's Clinic. And Christine, I told somebody the other day, they were not aware y'all were here. We really wasn't in need of your services, but I was mentioning y'all and the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. You know, we've got some wonderful ministries.
Yes, we do.
And a lot of communities do not have a Lighthouse Adult Daycare or an ABC Women's Clinic or Healthy Start or these wonderful things that we do have. We're fortunate.
Yes, we are.
Tell our viewers, you know, I'm surprised growing up here at the people who, you know, I just take things for granted that they know wherever it is, but they don't. But there's a lot of people not familiar with ABC. Tell them a little bit about it.
Well, ABC has been in Dublin for 31 years, if you can believe that. It's amazing what God has done in the last 31 years. But we are a pregnancy medical clinic. We help women who are in unplanned pregnancy. We do urine pregnancy testing. If that test is positive, we can do a limited ultrasound. And then we offer STD testing, which is very important, and we're actually adding to those services a little bit more than what we had been doing in the previous years. But one of the most important things that we do is we share the gospel with every woman, every man, every person that will sit still long enough to listen to us, because we understand our greatest need is Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And if we have Him, then we'll have all the answers we need and the help that we need. And so, and one, you know, speaking of the resources that you were talking about, this county being so blessed to have so many, one of the things that we also do with the patients that come in here is we give them a resource list, and we share about all of the amazing resources that we have here in this county and the surrounding areas. You know, one of the things that we hear a lot with women who are struggling about whether or not they're going to continue their pregnancy is they don't have any support. They don't know how they're going to get diapers and food and, you know, things that they may need. And so we try to plug them in to the resources that are here for them to be able to utilize. And so that's an amazing thing. And I love partnering. That is such a big part of my heart is to partner with all of the different agencies that we have in this community, because nobody's trying to do everything on their own. We can't,
Yeah,
you know, but
amen.
we can each do our part
Yeah.
that we're called to do, and together, all of us doing it as a team can get it done.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan said, you know, we can't help everybody, but everybody can help somebody.
That's right.
And
That's
I
right.
think that's what we do, and we work together so well across the many, last count, it was 15, 20 nonprofits that are doing different things yet. And it's like the City of Hope. We work so well with Pam Ott's, Widow's Oil, and places like that, that Babies Can't Wait, you know, that it's all tied together. Mental health.
It is.
I used to, and people have got on to me on that see me in town about what I'm about to say, but you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, before we started City of Hope, I didn't even believe in mental health. I'd never had really been associated with it, because I was raised, you know, if something's wrong, we were country people, suck it up, move on. But everybody can't do that.
No.
Everybody cannot do that. But now, you know, I serve on the board at mental health, and I see firsthand with the homeless that mental health is real.
It is.
It is real. And even with the women you see, mental health is not something where you ought to be locked away somewhere. We all at times struggle with that mental part of it. And you hit on it a while ago. Without Christ, we're going to continue having those problems.
Right.
And even when we get saved, we can still have problems, but we know who controls everything.
That's right.
So, and one thing I like to say to people when I talk about ABC is, y'all take a holistic approach to medical care for these women.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about some individual women in a little while, but one of the main things I hear is, and like when I came in today, you were in a counseling session, but everybody, when I walk in the door, is so nice, so helpful, trying to get you this, you need some coffee, need water, need, you know, trying to accommodate you in any way. So I know these women that come in are probably scared. Because they don't know what's going to happen. I want you to continue on what you said a while ago, but what I hear from women who struggle with that pregnancy is they don't know how they're going to afford health care. Not health care, but daycare. Daycare is a very expensive, and they've already got one child, say, and they get pregnant. They're already paying $100 a week or more. Now, how am I going to afford $200 a week?
Right.
Do you hear that much?
Well, from our standpoint, you know, at our point of meeting these women, they're just trying to figure out, am I actually pregnant? So we don't have a lot of those kind of conversations, because I think at the point that we're meeting women, it's an immediate, what am I going to do about this pregnancy? So we have some immediate issues that we're trying to address with them, where daycare would certainly be a long-term after I have the child. So we really don't have the opportunity very often to have conversations of beyond the, you know, once the child is born. But again, you know, we do know of so many resources, and resources that are not necessarily right here in Lawrence County, but you know, if we have a woman who has the need of being in a maternity home, you know, we have other resources within the state of Georgia that we can plug her into. And so certainly if a woman brought that concern to us, we would do our very best to try to find resources to help her feel more assured that, yes, I can do this. I can have this child, and I will be able to get what I need in order to take care of this child.
So what are the numbers this year? I got an email from you the other day. That's when I reached out to you, but at the time of the email, it may be a few more now, but you had 90 at-risk women for abortion who chose life.
To continue their pregnancies.
Wow.
I believe we had an appointment this morning, so 91. So it's been very interesting. You know, as I talk to other directors at centers across the country, a lot of them, since the overturning of Roe, have seen a decrease in their patient volume. we have been steady, and God has been bringing the women in our area in here who need to hear this information. And so we have had a pretty busy summer as patients go. And so it's just been amazing,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, just because Roe versus Wade was struck down, abortion's still real.
Absolutely, and it's never going away.
No, it's still there.
That's
And
right.
it just got kicked back to the states.
That's
If
right.
you don't understand that, because now Georgia has we have a heartbeat
That's
law.
right.
So and usually you can hear that heartbeat, I understand, around 6 weeks.
That's correct.
So that's gonna be the time that you've got a chance to have an abortion. Well, out of those 91 women, you had 48 people who had received Christ, including 5 boyfriends
Yes.
and 3 friends.
Yes.
You reaching out there.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, when I have the most incredible team that I work with, you know, just as you were saying a little while ago, they're helpful and can I get you anything and accommodating and trying to make anybody that comes in this building feel as comfortable as possible. Because we're all about showing the love of Jesus.
Amen.
And when my nurse gets the opportunity to talk to a boyfriend or a grandma or a best friend or a cousin and share the gospel with them, she's going to do that too. And so it's been amazing to see the reception, especially from the boyfriends. That has just been the most incredible thing. We had like 17 boyfriends last year that received Christ. And you just think about if the baby's fathers receive Christ, oh my goodness, what chance now does that child have for a good, solid foundation?
Go sky high.
You know, it's just incredible to us to see the reception of the fathers, and they're excited.
Yeah.
That's, you know, the thing is, you know, you start telling people about the salvations that are happening, they kind of, you know, really, are they really? But I'm telling you, when we literally see a change in the countenance from when they walked in that room to when they leave, and how excited they get, because we give everyone who receives Christ gets a Bible. They get their own Bible. So if he receives Christ, he gets his own Bible too. We don't make them share.
Yeah.
They get their own Bible, and they're nice Bibles. I am just, you know, my heart is, you were making the most important decision in your
Amen.
life, and I want to give you something nice, not something chintzy. And so we give them a nice Bible to get them started in their journey. And those guys are just so touched that we give them something, a Bible, in a little bag of candy, just to say, you know, thank you for letting us share with you today.
Yeah, I love you.
And it just touches them. I mean, we had one, the first guy that we actually gave the Bible in the little bag to, I mean, he just had tears in his eyes, and he said, nobody ever thinks about the fathers. He was so touched, and I thought, that's just a little gesture, but people just want to know somebody cares.
Yeah, lives are being changed. I just said that yesterday. The most important decision we make is eternal life.
Amen.
I mean, there are other important decisions, but none more important than that. So, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
Jason services cars well at Dublin Chevrolet.
Eli sells cars well at Dublin Chevrolet.
Rob Houston sells cars well at Dublin Chevrolet.
Dylan sells cars well at Dublin Chevrolet.
We do cars well every day at Dublin Chevrolet.
Hey, I'm Heather Harrison.
And I'm Kim Bracewell.
And I've been a member of Fairview Fitness Center for 10 years.
And I've been a member for over 20 years.
We love taking the strength training class here. The energy from the teachers is just fantastic.
And also, I play racquetball and would love to have you come play racquetball with us.
So come join us at Fairview Fitness Center.
MedFirst is committed to service and quality care. Located on Hillcrest Parkway near Fairview Park Hospital, we're built on the philosophy of continually providing new and effective services to meet the healthcare needs of the communities we serve. We have a complete inventory of all the latest in-home medical equipment and appliances. Also, the latest technology in seat lift chairs is displayed in one of the largest medical showrooms anywhere. MedFirst has become a leader in sleep therapy services in the Middle Georgia area, as well as home respiratory services. Roger Folsom and the team at MedFirst look forward to taking care of all your home medical needs. So call us today at 478-274-1900 or come by and see us at 1204 Hillcrest Parkway.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, I'm talking to Christina Colter with ABC Women's Clinic and the fine staff. I guess we ought to keep rolling during the commercial break. Of course, we got to play the commercials, but our conversation continues just like we're talking right now. So, because we, as a community, are excited about what's going on here at ABC Women's Clinic. It carries throughout this community. The rich, the poor, everybody from A to Z, supports this ministry is what it is here at ABC. Okay, the abortion pill is misunderstood and it's out there available. A lot of times I understand in other countries. Break it down for us about the abortion pill and the do's and the don'ts.
Well, it's a very potent medication, and it is now accounting for well over half of all of the terminations that are happening in this country now is by this medication, abortion. And women are not being told, the facts about the risks associated with taking this kind of medication. And it's so frustrating because as Roe was overturned and the laws, in Georgia, and we've talked about this already, changed pretty quickly to where now, once a heartbeat is detected, then abortion is supposed to be illegal in the state. Well, what we have found since that time is that women are still, even once that heartbeat has been detected, they've gone to an abortion provider, they've had an ultrasound done, they're measuring like 7, 8, 9 weeks, and they're still being given this medication to terminate the pregnancy, but they're not being told the risks associated with it. They're not being told, they may do a sonogram, but they're not going to let them see that sonogram. They're doing it for their own purposes, and they'll tell them, how far along they are. But if they have an IUD, if they, what if they're having an ectopic pregnancy? What is the risk associated with taking that medication if you happen to have an ectopic? And are they going to tell you that you have an ectopic? I mean, there's just so many variables that are not thought about. And what is another thing that's been so frustrating within the pro-life movement, with what we do, is that with this abortion pill, women can have a telemed appointment, not even leave their home, talk to a provider, and they can call them in a prescription. The FDA dropped regulations on these abortion pill medications, so now, they can call in this medication to your local CVS or Rite Aid. Yeah. And they can run right across town, pick up this medicine, go home, take these pills that they have no idea what is going to be the outcome of it for them. They don't tell them there's pain associated. They don't tell them what to expect. It's frightening. It's frightening. And we have talked to many women, especially since the first of the year, just with horror stories of changing their mind even. We had one lady who shared with us she had gone to an abortion provider and got in there. She was they gave her the pill and they were instructed to take it, and she changed her mind. She started crying and changed her mind. She said, I can't do this. And they were so mean to her. And, well, it doesn't matter if you take them or not, you're not getting your money back. No compassion.
It's all about money.
It is. It is. No compassion, no mercy, nothing. Just give me your money. I don't care if you take it or not.
Well, the good thing, I guess, the FDA strongly warns against buying off the internet.
Sure, because you don't know. Yeah.
But that's not going to change a woman. They feel like backed in a corner.
Right.
And I'm pregnant now. What do I do? Mama don't know. Daddy don't know. I'm 16.
And really, I don't know that there's as much fear on people going outside of the country when they can so very easily get them right here.
Right here in Dublin?
That's what I'm saying. They can contact a provider if they do a telemed appointment, and they can call them in.
Yeah.
to our local pharmacy.
Go to Walgreens, pick it up.
And
yeah.
doesn't that hurt your heart? You know, there's things that we have found, and we have been so proud of our communities for so many years that we held out as a pro-life community by and large, and then these things that have happened that this current administration has pushed, such as, I don't know if you got my letter here a couple of months ago where I shared about the VA. You know, that the administration, as soon as Roe was overturned, said, okay, now all VAs are going to be required, if you have a woman in the military who comes to you and wants to terminate a pregnancy, you're going to be required to do it. Doesn't matter. Well, that's right here. We have a VA in Dublin, Georgia.
Serves 49 counties.
Yes, and so if a woman were to come to them, they don't have a choice, you know, right here in Dublin. And that just is infuriating to me, because I know our local OBGYNs, every one of them, we are so blessed. Every one of them are so pro-life that they've all signed a contract with us. Because we won't refer to them unless they say we do not refer for abortion, we do not provide abortion, and every one of them have signed that.
And we know them.
Yes.
We know who they are, and they mean that. They're just not signing the letter to get business.
That's their heart. That's right.
Well, another thing, I know it's kind of uncommon, but when the pregnancy is outside of the uterus, and I know it's got a particular name for it, but taking that abortion pill can actually kill you.
Yeah, well, that's right.
And nobody knows, I guess, at that point.
Well, because the thing is if you've done a sonogram and you know what you're doing, you know, you should have been able to see that she had an ectopic pregnancy. That is a life-threatening situation, regardless if you take that abortion or pill or anything else. That is a life-threatening situation, and they should, you know,
tell the
obligated
patient
to say, you know, you need to go to your doctor. You need to go have this, because that is an emergency, life-threatening situation that has to be taken care of.
Yeah, but somebody in the Netherlands that's looking at,
that's right.
They don't care.
Or a telemed appointment.
Yeah.
You're not doing an exam. You're not even doing a pregnancy test to see if she's actually pregnant. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Don't take the abortion pill without.
Oh my goodness.
You know, don't take it regardless. But and the numbers on the screen, it keeps popping up to ABC. Call. Yeah. Come. We're right here on Madison Street. I mean, it was so easy to get good, sound advice, medical advice.
Well, the thing is, you know, we don't charge a dime for any of the services that we offer to the women that we see here. We're not profiting one way or another from a decision that a woman makes. Yeah. What does it cost you but a little of your time to come and to talk to a medical professional who can answer your questions, who can share with you the risks so that you truly have all of the information? How can you make a truly informed decision about anything with a pregnancy if you don't have all of the information necessary? And that's what we're here to do, is to give you all of the information you need so that you can rationally think through it and make the decision that's best for you.
We're not playing parenthood. No. We're not wanting you to write a check, not give you money back, no matter what you do.
We're not taking any money for anything.
Instead of them making them cry and upset, we calm those nerves here in this office at ABC. We're going to take another quick break. We want to come back. We got something big coming up in just a couple of months from now. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
As we age, we face more physical concerns. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine can help you live a more pain-free life. back pain, stiff joints, balance concerns, arthritis, and more. Rehab Advantage and Sports Medicine can help you improve your quality of life. Call for a free evaluation today, 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage and Sports Medicine accepts referrals from your doctor, or no referral is needed with direct access for up to 8 visits. So call for your free consultation today, 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage and Sports Medicine, 911 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin, or at rehabadvantagesportsmed.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation with Christina Colter at ABC Women's Clinic, and got something big coming up October 19th. Tell us about it.
We sure do. So we have got our annual fundraising banquet coming up. Now, you know, last year we were not able to do a fundraising banquet because we had just gotten in our new building, and we did our open house and had a big celebration for that, and that was amazing. But I'm looking forward to getting back to having our dinner where I can interact with so many of you. And this year I am so excited. The Lord has just really put on my heart what that night's going to look like, and just the whole overall focus that night is going to be worshiping the Lord for all that He's done, for all that He is currently doing, and for all that we know He's going to be doing in the future. We have just been so blessed this year to have so many salvations, and I cannot wait to be able to share, especially at that point, because that's a couple of months out, you know, where we're going to be. I'm so excited about our keynote speaker this year, and just everyone who gets to be a part of that night. You are just going to be so blessed, and I want everyone to know now, we are already, the staff and I have already been praying for those of you who will be in attendance that night at the banquet, that God will just pour out in an amazing way that night as we come together to celebrate and worship Him.
Yeah, it's a great evening. I know we had a good time at the Ice House 2 years ago is what you said, so don't seem like 2 years.
I know, time's flying.
Oh, and the older we get, it just kind of rolls on by. But, you know, and another thing about this office, y'all form lifelong friendships with these people, don't you?
Oh, we do, and it's amazing because we'll run into them from time to time in town, you know, go into some of their job, and they are always so excited. Oh, I know y'all. Oh, I had my baby just. Matter of fact, we got an invitation from one of our patients for her little one's 1-year-old birthday party.
Oh.
Isn't that precious? They thought of us.
And they have to thank God that they had that child.
Yes.
I can't imagine any of my grandchildren. We got one 5 months old and one just graduated high school, and I cannot imagine my life without them. And these parents feel the same way. Our lives would not be the same, and on the contrary, after an abortion, it's a proven fact that that woman pays for that for years and years, you know, the guilt and the problems they have. It's just, when you take a life, and that's what you do, and you're taking a life of that child, and it's your child.
Yeah, if you've ever known any woman who has lost a child, the sorrow that they carry with them for the rest of their life, it's just almost unbearable. And I know many women who've lost children. Yeah. But you think about how much of an impact that's going to have on you as a woman when you chose. And then on top of that, it's, well, I can't talk about it because I chose it. The shame that comes is absolutely heartbreaking. But you know, that's another thing that we do here at ABC is if you have made that choice to terminate a pregnancy in the past, there is grace and there is mercy in the Lord, and there's absolutely forgiveness. And we do offer post-abortion counseling here, and it's free as well. We don't charge for a thing we do. We just want to see women healed and whole and walking in what the Lord has for them. And so if you or anyone you know has experienced an abortion in the past and you're struggling with that, please give us a call. I would love the opportunity to get to help you walk through the healing process.
Well, if you heard nothing else there, God will forgive. His grace is sufficient.
Yes.
He tells us that in His Word. Christine, I got some testimonies. These are real live testimonies from women that have been here. And I want to read a few to you, and I want you to comment after each one. This is kind of common here, and I won't duplicate some. I just got some kind of different. But this lady says, I was nervous when I first came here, but now I'm comfortable and would love to come back. How does that make you feel?
Well, I just absolutely, it thrills my heart anytime any woman at the conclusion of her appointment with us feels so comfortable in the building, feels comfortable with our staff. And I can't tell you how many, we have women who come say, yeah, a friend of mine told me to come here. My cousin told me to come here. I mean, that's how we get the majority of our patients is word of mouth, you know. They have a good experience and they're sending people. And it's amazing because even women who came in wanting to terminate their pregnancy, and even if they left still wanting to terminate, still come back to us with with the next pregnancy, knowing what we're going to say, and you know, because they have that good of an experience. Because we don't judge. We're not. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to love women where they are. Yeah,
you're definitely not going to get judgmental. No. Speaking of staff, this lady says, the staff are so friendly and they make the environment pleasant because they are non-judgmental, caring individuals. And this one said, kind of goes what you said a minute ago, I would recommend a friend because the people at ABC Clinic are very friendly and caring. Most of all, they are concerned about others and their emotions. And here's one that I saw a lot, and I love the privacy.
That's right.
That they get here.
That's right. You know, we do take walk-ins from time to time, but we do prefer that women make an appointment with us so that as you're here waiting in the lobby, there's not a whole pile of people in here.
Yeah.
So you're less likely that other people in the community you're going to have to interact with, and we try very hard to keep it all as private as we can in that respect. And then obviously everything that's talked about in that room is certainly just between you and the nurse.
This lady says, I was scared that I would be judged, but I wasn't. Everyone was sweet and full of helpful information.
We are here to give you everything that you need so that you can make the best choice for yourself. It's not for us to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. We're not God. We're not the Holy Spirit.
And one thing about these testimonies, y'all have a rating system. These are actual exit surveys that we're talking about here. And Christina really didn't know ahead of time. I did tell her when I got here, I'm going to read some testimonies to you, but a 10 is a perfect score, and you have a 9.74. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
Count on the winning team at Century 21. And now the starting lineup for the #1 realty company in Dublin and Lawrence County. Brian Howell, Charlene Lamb, Adam White, David Dees, Jennifer Bradley, Mark Bateman, Jay Brantley, Jim Jarrett, Raina Duberly, Yvonne Robertson, and broker George Durden. Count on the winning team to help you score every time. For more information, log on to c21dublin.com. Call us at 478-272-1535 or come see us at 1700 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. The winning team, Century 21 Durden Cornegay.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
North, south, east, or west, Friendly Gus is on your way today. Fuel up with Friendly Gus's delicious breakfast, made fresh every day. Your wallet and your belly will thank you. Choose from our 20, 40, and 60-piece chicken finger and wing platters. And don't forget the tater logs. Our food is always fresh and our service is always friendly. Friendly Gus, on your way today. Also shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry at 320 South Jefferson in Dublin for additional items like paper products, chicken wings, bulk drinks, spices, sauces, and more.
And one thing I do want to stress before we go, Christina's been talking about everything's free. Well, the only way it's free is people like us in the community have to support this ministry. It is a 501c3, everything's tax deductible, and only by the people in this community and the grace of God that we have been here for those 30 years that you're talking about. It's incredible. It's actually over 30 years. In 1990,
31,
yeah,
1992.
92. So you can't stay here all that time and add on to this hundreds of thousands of dollars, this addition here, without the support of the community. And if it is ordained by God, He will orchestrate everything. And you know, Charles Stanley, we lost him recently, but he was. I still listen to him. I watch his sermons, but he is known for saying, just be obedient to God and let Him handle the consequences.
That's right.
See, we don't have to worry about what's going to come out of it. Right. We just do what we know He tells us in His Word. And the only thing I didn't tell you, I said Madison Street, but we're at 402 West Madison. If you get to the theater, if you're not in town, not from around here, right downtown is City Hall, Carnegie Library, the Theater Dublin. Those are good. Marsh Bank. And when you turn at the City Hall, you'll see the Farmers Market, which we're looking out the window at.
That's right.
And we're right across the street from the Farmers Market. It's clearly marked, so you can't miss it. So if you just, you know, we try to schedule appointments, but if you just need to come on.
That's right.
We've got different rooms. We can get you in a place that that you feel comfortable and start the process.
That's right.
But it is the best thing about your donation. It is a 501c3. So we talked about the abortion pill a while ago. And before I go, I saw your billboards up. You got, I see the one in East Dublin. You got one on 441 South, and then you got one in Cochran.
In Cochran, that's right.
And how many counties do y'all serve?
So we service a 13-county region. So the surrounding 13 counties of Lawrence.
And you work with, you talk to people all over the country. You said that a while ago.
Right, other
but you
directors.
work with the ones in our areas, in this part of Georgia. And
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's an organization that will bring, you know, all of the directors from the centers in Georgia together, and there's a lot of things that are going on. We stay informed that way of what's happening at the legislative level here in our state. We're able to talk about those things and what's coming down the line that's going to affect us. And so
yeah, and you have the support, I know, because I've talked with them about it, but Senator Walker, Larry Walker, and Matt Hatchett, both are our representatives here in Lawrence County, and I know for a fact Matt's caught a lot of flack along the way for his stance. You know, his brother's a doctor, and doctors look at it differently. And I respect, you know, what they think, but even though we disagree, we still love each other.
That's right.
And we respect what they do because we need to work with the doctors. You know, the more of us work together, the better off we all going to be. So is there anything that we hadn't talked about that you think is important before we go?
Well, I think we pretty much covered it, but I do want to say before we go, you know, any pastors that may be listening, or just, you know, any women's group leaders, Bible study leaders, my heart right now is so I want to get as many people in here to see this building and us be able to share the process with you of what we take each woman through. It just means so much more if you can actually walk through the building and us go through step by step. This is what a patient is going to experience for you to truly grasp, because so many people really just don't understand everything that we do here through this ministry. It's much, much more than just doing a pregnancy test and talking to them. So if you'd like to schedule a vision tour, please reach out and give me a call. We do that after business hours, obviously, because we can't have patients in the building. But we can do that Monday through Wednesday after office hours, or we can do it anytime on a Thursday. Just give me a call. I so want to get people in here and show them in person what God has done. It's just absolutely amazing.
Last thing, I just got to mention that I got that email from you last week, and you had a young lady on there, beautiful, beautiful lady with 2 gorgeous twins, and she came in contemplating what she was going to do, possible abortion, and she was holding them babies in her arms.
And it was proud.
Oh yeah,
so proud. They were so beautiful.
Oh, they are. It's the picture was. That's what got me. That's why I reached out to you. I said I got to do another show with Christina. We usually do one around January, but when I saw that and saw the salvations and the 90 babies that have been saved. Yeah. And I don't know if you know this that are watching, Christina knows it, but we've had over 60 million babies that were murdered since 1973 when those 9 men in them black robes at the time, I hope they repented before they did die, because those 9 people.
Blood is on their hands for sure.
It was a terrible decision. And I know our country's divided on it. Some of you are watching now saying, that man's crazy right there. They don't say that about you, but...
I'm sure somebody does.
Yeah. Well, if you're not being persecuted, we know what the word says there. So, yeah, we're not doing something right, I know that. So we have to be persecuted. It's not fun, but it's just part of it. But well, thank you, Christina. I always enjoy talking to you.
Thank you for the opportunity so much.
And however you're watching us right now, a lot of you reach out to me. Some of you are watching on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and we have every 3 months right at 1 million people that watch our programming on YouTube. So YouTube is that platform. People like us, we watch television. Younger people, they watch it on an iPad, iPhone, Samsung, whatever, some kind of personal device. But however you're watching us, we appreciate it. And we really do. Thank you for tuning in today on TV 35.
As a small business owner, when I first bought the company, I had so much on my plate and was worried about what to do next. One thing I didn't have to worry about was health insurance for my employees. Darren came in, laid it out, and just made the process so simple. He'll come, sit down, explain each plan, each option, and it's just been a great relationship. Darren's the type of guy that if it's a good fit, he'll tell you. He's not going to try to sell you something that's not good for you.
Well, Mike and his team have been clients for a long time, and it's just like working with family. My first paying job, I worked at Piggly Wiggly here in Dublin as a bag boy. So things have come full circle that I get to work with Mike and his employees, and we do our very best to answer their questions, fill their needs, and we work out things on an individual basis.
Dealing with Darren is not just Darren by himself. He has his family around him and other team members that we can depend on. We can pick up the phone and call Allison or any of them and get the same professional care. If you're a small business owner in this area, you owe it to yourself to sit down and give Darren a chance to show you what he can do for your business.
They're just really great guys to work with, and part of our family as well. Local and loving it.
Since 1967.
The tradition continues.